Alright, so I actually kind of want to do a video like this. Also, I'm just running out of ideas, so I thought that I would do kind of a similar video to SML Talks. Go subscribe to him, by the way. If I remember to, I always need a preface. I will probably forget to link them in the description, but if I do somehow remember, go to the link in the description or just look up SML Talks on YouTube. But what would save SML? Okay. As somebody who is considered a glazer by most, I tried to give actual criticism lately. I do admit that I have been on a SML defense bandwagon most of my life, but I think it's time I buck up and actually give some criticism. Because in my eyes, you can't really criticize SML because they're just a puppet channel, right? That was my ideology for a long time. Like, whenever there's a bad quality video, I used to just say, well, what do you expect? It's literally a bunch of 30-year-olds doing videos that are similar to Family Guy. And that's another thing that I want to get onto in terms of, like, quote, defending SML. Let's get on to the defense first. A lot of people don't like the edgy jokes that SML makes. They don't like, oh, Jeffy, saying the most obscene shit. And then there's also, like, just people talk shit about that side of SML, the dark side of SML. And I'm just sitting back like, we have been enjoying Family Guy for the longest time. And Family Guy has basically the same jokes over and over again, just with a little bit of spice added to it. And that spice is hardly ever different. If it's a Stewie-centered episode, it's, oh, Stewie makes an invention, is going to go kill somebody. If it's a Peter episode, it's either going to be him at the bar or him doing something stupid. If it's a Meg-centered video, or episode, sorry, most likely just going to be full of bullying. If it's a Brian episode, it's most likely a sex episode. If it's a Chris-centered episode, it's just going to be Herbert the pervert. If it's a Lois-centered episode, it's just about her crash out. It's just the only thing that makes the series still entertaining is the different characters, because even though their plots are the same most of the time, they spread them out. And that's the same thing for SML. But people critique SML so much to where it's like, then you should go around. I better not see you say anything good about Family Guy. Obviously, that's a over-exaggeration. Obviously, like what you like, but, like, yeah. What upsets me more is about I almost said Good Mythical Morning. The Good Morning America fiasco back in the day. We have shows like Family Guy, Simpsons, South Park, that are very clearly, the whole premise of the show is that it's not for kids despite being a cartoon. It's the same thing for SML. It's a puppet show that isn't for kids. Yet, for some reason, SML got scolded for it when other people got away with it. Alright, on to the main topic of the video. Sorry, I'm not trying to be like SML where half the video is about just random. But anyway. Number one, more time spent on videos. Here's the thing. I appreciate Logan for trying to keep up the grind of weekly uploads. Like every week you get like 2 videos. However, it's taking a toll on him. And you can tell because the videos, I will admit, have lacked in quality. The only ones that ever actually are good are the ones that are spent with time and heart put into it. For example, Jeffy's 21st birthday. The reason that that video was good is because it took time to edit. That's what Logan needs to open his eyes to. Fans will 100% be happy with his decision if we only get 1 video a week, if that even. Yeah, sure, it's going to be weird to not get your weekly SML fix, but it would help the quality. And honestly, I think that we would get golden age SML type of content back if he took time to not only edit the videos but also structure the videos and like story build. I think it would be so good to have that. Less red couch. Now, as somebody who loves the red couch because it's iconic and every time you see a red couch you probably think of SML. However, it is getting old. A lot of videos have been on the red couch and not moved around like at all. It needs to be a minimum. Keep the red couch as like the intro. I don't mind the red couch being the intro, but it should just remain the intro or outro. It should just remain like that. It should not move anywhere in the middle of the plot of the episode. Just keep it a minimum. More diverse characters. Now, you're probably going to be like, "Oh no, he's going to ask for woke characters." No, what I mean is have different characters be the center of videos. Like Craig, or maybe even more Brooklyn Guy episodes. Maybe even Shrek episodes. It would be nice to see different characters and their lives. Maybe even a Huckerdoos centered episode. I don't know, man. Just, I want somebody other than Marvin, Jeffy, or Junior. Even a Braxton episode would be fun. I don't know, man. I just think SML should branch out more. A new house. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm surprised they haven't got rid of that old house. SML has gotten to the point where they could probably buy a mansion. I know that they have like a secondary house now, just purely for sets, and I love that. I love that they, are building up sets now, so it's different, and just so much, dude. Okay, this one's gonna be a doozy. Stop with the misogynistic jokes. It's getting to a point where it's just boring. Every time you see Rose and she's talking, anytime Rose is talking with Brooklyn Guy in a scene, now you expect it to be, "Oh my god, shut the fuck up." Like, it's gonna be Brooklyn Guy losing his shit on Rose. And that's not how it should be. You should be It should be unpredictable. You know what I mean? It's just, they make so many jokes harping on women, and I'm not gonna, and don't want you guys to think that I'm some activist or whatever. I could care less. I think the misogynistic jokes can be funny, but when they're in every single SML episode, that's when it gets to the point where it's just old. All right, this one might actually just save SML in general. Make Rose actually love Marvin. Now, I don't want to hear people say, "Oh, but she does. She does love Marvin." Prove it. Name me one time Rose has done anything for Marvin. Name me one time Rose has backed up Marvin when it comes to Marvin versus Jeffy. Name me any proof you have that Rose isn't just there for a freeloader. She doesn't even give him sex. She can't even give him that. We don't see them hug, kiss, anything like that. We just see them hang out. And that's it. And she has the audacity to tell Marvin what he can do with his money. It makes zero sense. All right, and then this is the final point that I think could save SML. Let Junior lose and let Marvin win. Now you may be asking, well, what do you mean by that? Every time Marvin has a video centered around him, he loses. Whether he comes up with a life-changing amount of wealth, whether it be a contest, it's always Marvin getting messed over. Whether it be by Goodman, whether it be by Jeffy, whatever. It's always Marvin at the brute end of the bullshit. Let Marvin win. Let Marvin walk away with a couple $1 million sometimes, rather than it be Jeffy walking away with it and then he gets to choose what he does with his money, which 99% of the time, it's going to be stupid. And then Junior. Junior always gets away with his absolute bullying and bullshit. And it's gotten to the point where every Junior episode, I'm just rolling my eyes until they fall out of my head. I dislike Junior with a passion. They need to switch him up. I liked that they actually made him have consequences for his actions, and actually made Penelope and him break up for good. And then we finally got a video recently about that, and he's like depressed. But he doesn't lose enough. For the amount of times that he has bullied Cody to the point where, at this point, are they even friends? He needs a reality check. Same with Joseph. I think Joseph should have consequences for his actions. I know he's poor. I know he's had a rough childhood, but that doesn't give him a right to be a piece of shit. And it's always annoying when he says, "It's a doll, dude." I know it's a joke. I know it is a running joke. I'm not stupid. But it gets to a point where it's like, you dated a piece of fucking paper with a horrid drawing of a girl. You are willing to fuck your own family members. That's how desperate you are. You do not get to talk shit about Cody. I think they need to do an episode about Joseph's girlfriend and actually give him a girlfriend, just so he has more substance, because Joseph has just become a shell of his former character. He's just the I'm out of here dude, back up, or he's literally just the he's a doll dude guy, the homophobic guy, the black guy, and the Junior's yes man guy. He doesn't have his own character. He's just there. And then 9 times out of 10 he leaves. And it's like every video that has Junior in it, it's always Junior and Cody as the main characters, and then Joseph's just there. I think that needs to change, honestly. I don't know, man. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. This video was just literally off a whim. I was just spewing out a random video because I realize I have not uploaded in a couple of days, and I'm trying to keep up with a consistent schedule. I cannot promise a video every day, but expect a video within like 2 to 3 days. That's my schedule, is within the 2 to 3 day mark is when you should expect a new upload from me. But make sure to like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications, and yeah, see you guys later.